Hi, my name is Ed Simser, originally from Watertown, New York, and I now live just outside of Reading, Pennsylvania. This truck is a 1958 H-67 Mack with a 673 diesel and 9-speed overdrive with a tag axle.
And how did you find it?
We found this truck through a mutual friend, and it was for sale out in Western Ohio. As a matter of fact, some people here that I met today from the show actually knew the original truck, and that would be your husband.
Happens to be right down the road from me.
Yes. So my wife, Kathleen, and I actually drove this truck with a trailer all the way from your location to Pennsylvania. And at that time, it was green in color. And we had some motor work done on it and reconditioned the rest. And there it is.
Double Mack, Burgundy Macks. Were you looking for one?
Yes, we were looking for an H model because when I was a young man, I grew up in a trucking family. And consequently, the first truck I ever drove over the road was an H model. So this truck is unique. And you'll notice the Bulldog inside. That's the original Bulldog.
I like his collar.
Oh, yes. Yes, from a very gifted person. And when we restored the truck, we put a new Bulldog on the front, but we could not remove the old Bulldog for superstition reasons. So you'll see that it has a plaque that said after 60 years, she now rides inside. And we tried to keep it as original as we could with things that someone in the 50s and early 60s would have in their truck. The pictures of home, the sleeper cab, the old uniform. She's really a beauty. This particular truck, I was using it for moving trailers from the warehouse to the studio up until about a year ago. And I said, it's just too nice to be driving around. So,
And by studio, you mean?
my son's business, the Artistic Vision Studio. He owns a wildlife studio, probably the biggest in the country. And we get containers in and things like that. But it's just a great truck. I just love it. I have a B61 too, but this one rides much smoother and it's 71 years old. I like this. And before we close too, Red, I want to thank you for everything you do for the truckers. And you can't believe some of the old timers that I show your videos to, and they just love it. It's one thing to see a picture, but when you actually see the tour, it's beautiful. So thank you.
Well, thank you for agreeing to do this.
Oh,
And
yeah.
also thank you for the sign. So
You are welcome.
you were a truck driver.
I was a truck driver. I grew up in a truck driving family, and I did not like it, so I became a policeman. And I did my whole 25 years, and then I relocated and did another 20 years for an insurance company, and now I'm a fire marshal. So
Some variation.
after 50 years, we're going to quit. That's it. But you can see I didn't put a cover on the fifth wheel because, again, it was a working truck up until 6 months ago.